Hello, everybody. Welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. Want to welcome you to the January 1st, 2025 Vinyl Treasure Show. It's the first show of this new year. Hope everybody had a, a happy new year, as I'm choking here. As everybody had a happy new year. We had a quiet new year here, watching the ball drop here. My sister Tony and my two parents, but my siblings, they called in, so it was a lot of fun. We had a nice meal today. My mother made lasagna, and she hasn't lost her touch. It was pretty good. I'm going to bring Barbara some tomorrow. But welcome here to the first show of the year as we begin a new year, and I want to thank you all for being a fan of the show and supporting the show and your correspondence and all your fine emails and texts and everything else. Thanking Johnny G with all your well wishes. So much appreciated here as we begin a new year. And tonight it's the All 60's show. We're here till about midnight. We'll do a little bit of overtime. And no Thursday show, no 78 show tomorrow, but I'll be back Saturday night at 9 p.m. For the 50s and early 60s edition. We are here on Oldies and More Radio and also live on the YouTube. So those of you on YouTube, if you are new to the program, please consider subscribing. Maybe some people are off today. They didn't have to work, or maybe they don't have to work tomorrow, which would be good. But you can tune into the program here. And if you miss any of the show, it'll be archived. They also have a website called vinyltreasures.net. There is an MP3 there. You can stream or download it off that website. But anyway, we opened up with an interesting song, kind of like a, what was it, like a little bit of jazzy tune there. The group known as Father and Sons on the Minute label, came out in July of 1966. It was called Soul in the Bowl, Part 1. I have no clue who they are, but the interesting thing is that the song was written by Rose Thaddeus Casalin, and she was the wife of Chicago disc jockey. He was a DJ for WAAF, Nathaniel the Magnificent Montague. She was the wife that wrote this. They did some really cool things. They have a museum of African classics and music and a whole lot of things. I think they both have, of course, passed on, but their music lives on here. And this one here from July 1966, Father and Sons is the name of the group, on Minute Records with Soul in the Bowl Part 1. Well, without further ado, let's open up the vocal portion here. Got lots of requests, too, so we'll play. I added a couple here in the beginning, then we'll go with the requests. We open up the vocal portion here with this group from Brooklyn, New York. They signed with Bob Cruz' Dino Voice record label in 1965, and at that time, because there were many changes in the group's personnel, with the lead singer especially, the group included Herman Cofield, Wilson Gary Gant, William Billy Morris, and the lead singer on this, his name is Robert Rivers. They were known as the Invitations. This is from December 65. No snow in sight, although they said maybe Monday some snow here in Westchester County, New York. But these are and I don't ski, but these are the Invitations on Dyna Voice with Skiing in the Snow.
Gotta get my gear out ready for winter spill. You know my wood cooking tight on
So how many of you are skiers out there? Johnny G's got bad knees, so I cannot be a skier, but I like that tune there. December 1965 release there. Those are the Invitations. That's their third release on the Dynavoice record label. Skiing in the Snow is the name of the tune. That's Robert Rivers on lead. Now, this song recorded earlier, also on the Dynavoice record label by the Beach Girls, which cannot compare to that tune. Johnny G here on a Wednesday as we bring in 2025 here, the first show of the year. And let's go to this gal from Detroit, Michigan, born Agatha Weston. She was discovered by Eddie Holland, who was working for Berry Gordy Jr.'s Motown empire. And of course, he was one of the major writers for Berry Gordy Jr., and he was instrumental with her signing with the Motown label, and he suggested she change her first name, Agatha. I guess he picked it. They changed it to Kim. She would have her first single in February of 62 called Love Me All the Way, but let's give a listen to her sixth of seven for the Tamla record label. This tune written by William Stevenson, Ivy Jo Hunter, and Sylvia Moy. This charted number 13 on WMPP in Chicago from January 65. This is Kim Weston. Kim Weston on Tamla Records. It's called I'm Still Loving You.
I'm still loving you, no matter what you say or do. I'm still loving you. Last night I wrote you a letter. I tore it up today. It read, not doing any better. A baby since you went away. But I'm still, I love you, baby. No matter what you do, I'm still loving you. I need you, get you out of my mind. No, baby. I can't pull myself together since you said goodbye. Every day I try to forget. Every night I cry. But I'm still loving you. I love you, baby. No matter what you do, I'm still loving you. I need you. Get you out of my mind. No, baby. Giving up all of my pride. I've got to let it go. I can't hold back what's inside. I got to let you know. That I'm still, I love you, baby. No matter what you do, I'm still loving you. I need you. Can't get you out of my mind. No, baby. I love you, baby.
That's the great sound of Kim Weston there. I like Kim Weston, I really do. January 1965 release, Kim Weston on the Tamla label. I'm Still Loving You. That was her sixth of seven on the Tamla record label, and three of those seven releases were, or maybe two, no, three, I don't know if it's three or two, they were duets with Marvin Gaye, and of course she would have three more on the Gordy, the subsidiary Gordy label, but she would leave with her husband. Her husband was A&R man for Motown Records and Berry Gordy Jr.'s what was his name? I forgot to write it down here. And you would move over to MGM Records. He's got some really nice records on MGM too. Anyway, Johnny G here for a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and tell your friends about it here as we start off the new year with the sound of the 60s Soul 45's out of my collection. Now, many of you that listen to my Saturday night show may recognize this next singer's voice. He was the lead singer of a number of 1950s vocal groups. I think beginning in the mid-1950s with the Sparks of Rhythm on Apollo, the Savoys on Savoy, the Pretenders on Rama and Holiday, and the Jones Boys on the Arrow label, and some other ones mixed in there. But he had a very successful solo career beginning in 1959, recording for the Cub record label, subsidiary of MGM Records. But he had a number of soulful recordings into the 1960s on different labels. Now here's one on Morris Levy's Roulette record label. This did chart regionally, number 25 on WKNR in the Detroit, Dearborn, Michigan area. We go to April of 1965 for Mr. Jimmy Jones. Jimmy Jones on Roulette Records. The song is called Walk In.
Walk. Oh, honey, keep on walking. Walk. Oh, honey, keep on walking.
When you go walking down the avenue and the fellas try to get first with you, when they hang around and start to linger, show them my ring on your finger and keep on walking.
Walk right past.
Keep on walking. Keep on walking, girl. Keep on walking. Ah, yeah. Whatever you do, please don't stop. Because one day we'll be walking down the aisle. Just act like they're not even there. Hurry home to me and I'll be waiting here. Just keep on walking.
Walk right past.
Keep on
Don't you know you got too much class?
Keep on walking, girl. Keep on walking. Everybody now.
Walk,
Oh, honey, keep on walking.
walk,
Walk till you're walking.
walk.
Don't ever, ever look back.
Don't let them knock you off the track. Listen to me, baby. Take my advice. Because if you listen to them, you'll pay the price. So please be careful when I'm not around. Pay no attention to those funny clowns and keep on walking.
Walk right past.
Keep on
Don't you know you got too much class?
Keep on walking, girl. Keep on walking. Everybody now.
Walk,
Oh, honey, keep on walking.
walk,
Walk till you're talking.
walk,
Don't ever, ever look back.
walk.
That's the sound of Jimmy Jones here on the Vinyl Treasure Show from April 1965. That's Morris Levy's Roulette record label. Walkin' is the name of the tune. Johnny G's going to have to do some walking. I didn't really go bonkers over the holidays as far as the eating goes, although I had the opportunity to do that, but I did not. Johnny G plays nice when it comes to eating now. It's better for me because I feel so much better, but I could do some walking. My sister wanted to walk a little bit. I told her I couldn't do it. I was preparing for the show, but maybe tomorrow I'll do it. But let's continue here as we begin the new year here. And maybe you might want to make some resolutions. You know, people always come up with the resolutions here, and it relates to this next record because it's a request for listener Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room. You know this duet, or you know these two singers. They are Otis Redding and Carla Thomas. This is on the Stax record label. You know, they did 3 records together. This was their third. Came out in early 1968. Written by Adini Parker and Marty Fearson and Randy Catron. So by request for Edmund Williams, what is your New Year's resolution? This is Otis and Carla, January 68 on Stax. It's called New Year's Resolution.
Sorry, honey. All I want to do is just finish what we started, baby. Let's turn it over, a new leaf, and baby, let's make promises that we can keep and call it our new.
There you go. That's the sound of Otis and Carla. Wait, I'm losing. As Johnny, I just had the page here. Is that losing my mind? Otis and Carla there. That one there going out to Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room. That's called New Year's Resolution from January 1968 on the Stax record label. So what is your resolution for this year? Johnny G's is to maybe get some more cool records in my collection and keep my health. Those are the two things that I think I want to focus on. But anyway, Johnny G, your disc jockey for a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. If you're new to the program, but those of you tuned in on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. You can't come into the chat unless you're signed into YouTube. It's unfortunate. That's what they do. There were weird things today, too. I had to sign into everything all over again. So I don't know what they did, but let's continue here. Let's go back to the sound of Motown here. Up next, a request for listener Strictly 60's, this great group out of Cincinnati, Ohio, first recording back in 1957 for the Teenage record label, and they continued to record into the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and even the 90s. I don't know if they went into the 2000s. They probably did. But they used to show up all the time at Sony Music with these big giant fur coats. They would come in with these big giant fur coats and they would go up and see the brass, at least down in the Manhattan office. But they had lots of releases on many different labels, signed with Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla label in 1966, had 8 releases on the label. This is their third, a tune written and produced by Holland Dozier Holland. It features Ronald Isley on lead. This charted number 61 on Billboard, 31 on the R&B chart, a big number 9 record if you were listening to WAMS in Wilmington, Delaware. And this is from June 66. I think this was the first version of this song because Diana Ross and the Supremes also covered this, but in 1967. But let's give a listen to this version by the Isley Brothers for Strictly 60's. The Isley Brothers with I Guess I'll Always Love You. This is for Strictly 60's.
I guess I'll always love you. You got the love I need. You got the love I need. You got the love I need. Open up your heart and let me walk on in. Open up your heart and let me live again.
I'm trying to get into the other chat room, and it does. All my passwords are not there. I gotta go and find them. It's a pain in the neck, I'm telling you. There you go. That one there from June of 1966. The sound of the Isley Brothers there. Ronald Isley on lead on the Tamla record label. That one there by request for Strictly 60s. I Guess I'll Always Love You is the name of the tune. Isley Brothers, always great to hear. They became a little bit more funky later on in their career, but they go way back to 1957 with some great tunes in the late 1950s and early 1960s. Johnny G here, your disc jockey for a Wednesday evening, as we fill a request now for John Ferry in our YouTube chat room here. Let me just find the page it's on. As I'm a little bit more organized this time. I think I am. As that's F, and then F, G, J is for G, and we should be right here. Here we go. As we fill a request for John Ferry in our YouTube chat room. Thank you, John, for all your well wishes for the new year. As John requested, this singer from Falls Church, Virginia, began singing in the early 1950s as a backup vocalist for Van Wall and his group The Rockets, recorded for the Atlantic record label. He also recorded as Little Sonny Warner with as Little Sonny Warner. You know the big hit by Big J McNeely, who gets the credit, but it's Little Sonny Warner that did the vocal on their Something on Your Mind. The first release of that tune came out in 1959 on the Swingin' label. But he has lots of solo releases on different labels. He had 2 on the Checker label. And John requested actually the B-side of his first of 2. Now, this song originally done back in late 1957 by the Pastels on the Mascot or Argo record label, but this is an earlier. This is a 1966 release, August 66 release, covering that tune. His name, Sonny Warner, by request for listener John Ferry in our YouTube chat room. Sonny Warner on Checker Records, and his rendition of the tune, Been So Long. This is for John Ferry.
Since I held you tight, been so long, since I kissed you goodnight, the blues on my
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That's going out to John Ferry in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Sonny Warner. Sonny Warner from August 66 on the Checker label. His rendition of the tune Been So Long. Was unfortunate that he passed away on April 12th of 2007 at the age of 76. But we remember him here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue now. Let's fill a request for listener Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. It's actually a flip side request from the previous week. I featured this group out of Philadelphia called the Intruders, their early side on the Gowan record label. Actually, I think it was their debut single from December of 1961 on Gowan, a song called Come Home Soon. Come Home Soon. Frank also requested The Flip Side, which is actually a cover tune. This is another 50s song. This song first done by a group called The Plurals back in 1958 on the Wagner record label. And this was also covered by the Intruders. It features Little Sonny Brown on lead. We go to December of 1961 by request for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. The Intruders with I'm Sold, parentheses, on You. This is for Frank.
Put your arms there, oh what a thrill. No one felt like this since Jack felt for you. I'm so, baby, so on you. I sampled your arms there, oh what a thrill. No one felt like this since Jack felt for you. I'm so, baby, so on you. Since I took inventory of the charm that you possess, don't say I'm old when I say I'm so on your sweet caress. Let's keep a supply of dreams on the shelf and stack them up high for you and myself. I'm so, baby, so on you. Since I took inventory of the charm that you possess, don't say I'm old when I say I'm so on your sweet caress. Let's keep a supply, dreams on the shelf and stack them up high for you and myself. I'm so, baby, so on you.
There you go. That's by request for listener Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Intruders. The Intruders here. Wait, I gotta get my notes here. Sound of the Intruders there. I think that's their first release that Charlene doesn't have here Well, I didn't get to rewrite this one here. Where'd it go? What are you doing, Johnny G? As I am losing my mind here. Sonny Warner. Here we go. Oh my goodness. That's the sound of the Intruders, December 1961. I'm Sold, parentheses, on You is the name of the tune, and that one there featuring Little Sonny Brown on lead. That for Frank Gingaro. Frank Gingaro, the host of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. You can hear the Rhythm and Blues Serenade this coming Sunday on WRHU 88.7 FM, streaming live on WRHU.org. I suggest you go to radio.net to listen to it live if you're listening on the internet. And they play 1950s and early 60s original 45's from 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 to 5 on WRHU FM 88.7. That's on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank Gingaro and Gordon Skagberg. They'll be doing their Christmas special. They were preempted last Sunday, but they will be doing their Christmas show this coming Sunday. So stick around for that. Johnny G here on a Wednesday as we continue here and fill a request for listener George Chestnut. Let's do a twin spin on the Intruders. You just heard their first release from December of 61, I'm Soul. Let's move up to the year 1968 now. This is, they signed in 65 with Leon Huff and Kenny Gamble's Gamble record label. They would have 24 releases on the Gamble label through 1974. Now, George Chestnut requested their 8th release, again, with with Little Sonny Brown on lead. What was on the other one? Yes, Sam Little Sonny Brown on lead. This tune written and produced by Gamble and Huff, arranged by Bobby Martin, and this charted number 54 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 12 on the R&B chart, and a big number 3 record if you were listening in Philadelphia to WDAS from August 68. The Intruders on Gamble for George Chestnut. It's called Slow Drag.
Closer, I wanna be closer to you.
I like to get
Closer,
I like to get close.
like to be close to you,
I like to get
baby.
close to the one I love.
Oh baby, I like to get close to the one I love. So I start drag. My girl, she asked me how come I don't do the boogaloo.
Boogaloo,
I told her, baby, cause I can't get close enough to you.
close to you, close.
I told her that's the only dance that I like to do. It's a dance I can hold her, yeah, and steal a little kiss or two. Oh baby, I like to get close to the one I love, so I start back. And I like to slow back, baby. My girl, she asked me out to the party, to the party. Her friends told her that I was a drag. Just because I don't do the dance the way they want me to. Can't they see that I'm in a different bag? Oh baby, I like to get close to the one I love, so I start back. And I wanna slow back, baby. Hold me closer to you. And all you gotta do is squeeze me, baby, and hold me closer to you. Oh, baby, I like to get close to the one I love, so I start back. And I wanna slow back with me, baby. One more dance with you, baby, baby.
There you go. That's going out to George Chestnut in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Intruders there from August 1968. on the Gamble record label. Slow Drag is the name of the tune. That's Sam Little Sonny Brown on lead. As we continue here on the All 60s edition, here's an old request. It's not really that old. I just didn't get a chance to feature it for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. I feature this artist, this singer from Los Angeles on my 50s show. He was the lead singer originally of the Chevelles on the Vita record label, at least one of the sides. And of course, he was the lead of the Valiants on the Keen record label. Talking about Billy Storm, he also had a number of solo releases in the 1960s on a number of different labels. This one's on Lester Sill and Lee Hazelwood's Greg Mark label out of Hollywood, California. This tune, a song he co-wrote with Cy Perkins, and this was produced by Lee Hazelwood and Hank Levine. We go to October of 61. This is for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. Billy Storm. Billy Storm on Greg Mark. It's called Who'll Keep an Eye? It's a question. Who'll keep an eye on Jane? This is for Warren.
I hate to complain, but who keep an eye on Jane? Uncle Sam will take good care of me in every country I may see, but there's troubles in my mind, for when I leave her behind, my love shall remain. But who keep an eye on Jane? Of tears, 'cause I'll be gone at least 2 years. She'll ask me to be true, and that's exactly what I will do, for my love will remain. But who keep an eye she loves me, but I'm afraid just the same, 'cause all the guys left in town will try to steal my Jane. My love shall remain. But who keep an eye
There you go, by request for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. That's October 61 release for Billy Storm. Billy Storm on Greg Mark Records. Who'll keep an eye on Jane? I don't know who he means. Dave says maybe Jane Russell. I don't know, but I guess he's going to war and he needs somebody to, maybe his girl has a roving eye. I don't know. But let's do a twin spin with Billy Storm. As we go from October 61, let's move up 5 years to July of 1966. This is on William Hanna and Joseph Barbera's HBR label out of Hollywood, California. Though, you know, Hanna-Barbera is so famous for those Saturday morning cartoons. I was a big fan of a Space Ghost, and I was a big. Did they do Johnny Quest too? Was that a Hanna-Barbera program, Johnny Quest? Because I liked Johnny Quest, I will tell you that. But anyway, we go to Hollywood, California for this. This tune written by Pat Vegas. And it says Gene McDaniels. Well, Pat Vegas, of course, sang as Pat and Lolly Vegas. They, of course, sang with Redbone in the 1970s. A 45 I bought was called Come and Get Your Love, which I think is a cool record. But this charted regionally, this tune for Billy Storm, number 18 on WOLF in Syracuse, New York. Well, we heard Who'll Keep an Eye on Jane. Maybe he got kind of upset about Jane and said, please don't mention her name. This is from June 66. Billy Storm on HBR. Please don't mention her name. There you go. We had a twin spin there. I'm losing my papers here. I got too many pages here. There you go. That is from June 1966, The Sound of Billy Storm. And that's on the HBR record label, the Hanna-Barbera record label. There's some cool records on that label, by the way. It's a label that I do collect. But there, a twin spin with Billy Storm. Please Don't Mention Her Name is the name of the tune. But we are going to mention her name as I pulled this one out for listener Busta Bass, because I know... Where's my page one, Johnny? You are messing up. December 10th. I got all these pages here because I didn't, I don't have time to... I had page one. Where is it? Here it is. January 1st. You Johnny G messing up. But I know, listen, I'm looking for requests for Busta Bass. 2 requests for you, Bust. I can't find them because they're in my 70s boxes. I got about 200 or 250, 200 count boxes of 70s records. So thousands of labels. So, and they're mixed with 80s. So it's hard to find. I'm looking for stuff on Backbeat, looking for stuff on one other record that he's looking for, but I can't find them. But I remembered because I saw that he liked Florence Ballard. So I said, well, you know what? I'm going to play both sides of this record for Busta Bass. And let me see. Where is it? I thought it was on the first page here. Edmund, Johnny G Music. I have it by B. This is Steve. This is, here it is. So anyway, so I thought of Busta Bass when I saw this in the box. I was looking for something else in the B, and I said, I'm going to play this for him. She was one of the original members of the Supremes, as everybody knows. But for some reason, Berry Gordy Jr. just never took to her for something. I don't know. I mean, maybe he had a thing for Diana Ross, which I think he did. But he really never gave enough attention to Florence Ballard, and she had a wonderful voice. She really did. And she was back when they recorded as the Primettes back in 59 or 1960 when they recorded for Robert West and Lupine Records, and that thing didn't come out until 64. But he fired her. I think he just fired her, and that was like in 1967. But she continued to record. She signed with ABC Records, and she put out, I think she had 2 releases. This was her first, a tune written by Van McCoy and produced by Robert Bateman. And this did chart, and they were going to put out an LP, but they held it back. Maybe because they were testing the waters to see if possibly she can have a national hit with this, but she didn't. It charted regionally. This was a number 16 record on WYBC in New Haven, Connecticut from October 68. We'll send this one out to Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. This is Florence Ballard, Florence Flo Ballard on ABC. It's called Love Ain't Love for Busta.
This love in my heart, a heart ain't a heart until you share it. So come on, let me share it with you. Do all the things I've been longing to. Cause a bell ain't a bell until you ring it. A song ain't a song until you sing it. And baby, life ain't life until you live it. And love ain't love until you give it. No, no. To dream of your kiss. A kiss ain't a kiss until you feel it. So come on, let me kiss your lips. Find all the joys and the thrills I miss. Cause a bell ain't a bell until you ring it. A song ain't a song until you sing it. Baby, life ain't life until you live it. And love ain't love until you give it. Oh no, no.
There you go. We're sending that one out to Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Florence Ballard. October 68 release on ABC Records, Love Ain't Love is the name of the tune. That was the side that the stations were pushing. Now, an LP was supposed to be released, but ABC canceled it. And it wasn't until after her death. She passed away on February 22nd of 1976 at the young age of 32. And I think they released an LP or CD by her in 2002. So she recorded a number of sides for ABC Records, so I just don't know why they didn't promote her more, I think. But let's flip the 45 over. We'll play the flip side for Bust the Bass 2. Give me 1 second to flip this. This tune written by Robert Bateman, who knew her. Robert Bateman was at Motown Records too, and written by Robert Bateman and James Wicker. We go to October 68, flip over Love Ain't Love. You get this tune, a song called Forever Faithful. We'll send it out to Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat room.
The love we had are still a part of me. I pushed your love away, unaware that one day I would yearn for your return. Forever faithful is how I guess my love will remain for you. Just wishing and hoping for your return. About me, this time I'll do right. Need you to hold me tight, darling. You control my destiny. Oh, forever faithful is how I guess my love will remain for you. Just wishing and hoping for your return.
Go. That is Florence Ballard there. That's the B-side to her first of two on ABC Records, Forever Faithful. October 1968. We remember her here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue here. Let's fill the requests for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. Now, after Tony Williams of the Platters left to pursue a solo career, that was in late 1959, he was replaced by a 19-year-old Sonny Turner. After the group left Mercury Records, they signed with Musicorps. They had 12 releases on the Musicorps record label. Now, David requested the group's second release, and this bubbled under at number 111 unfortunately for them, but it was a big #1 record on WAME in Miami, Florida. Now, I think on this song, they were trying to sound like the Four Tops, but you can be the judge. This is from July of 1966. These are the Platters. It's Sonny Turner's on lead. The Platters on Music Core. The song is called Devry, Devri. This is for David Silberg.
That's a kiss I have missed, baby. I can't stand it to miss them anymore. Dearie, baby. Dearie. The sound of your name, baby. The future's so plain. I can see. I may never kiss your lips again.
There you go. That's going out to David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Platters, July 1966, their second release on the Music Core record label. That's Sonny Turner on lead there. Devry, I think they're trying to sound like the Four Tops. I have to say that at least I was able to see Sonny Turner perform before he passed away. There was an oldie concert here. We have... there's a venue here. It's a small venue. Barbara, I think, got me tickets for one of my birthdays, and we went to see. It was the Platters. There were a bunch of oldies groups there, and he did all the hits. He did the Platters, and I think he did a couple of the Platters releases on the Music Core record label that were big hits. But they got some really cool tunes on the Music Core record label. That's for David Silberg. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener James Stone in our YouTube chat room as James Brown, not James Stone. James Brown. That's another. He's in my Saturday night show. But this is a request for James Brown in our YouTube chat room as he picked these gals out of New Orleans, Louisiana. This trio. They consisted of Barbara Ann Hawkins, Joan Marie Johnson, and Rosa Lee Hawkins. Collectively, they were known as the Dixie Cups, and they recorded for the Redbird record label. Now, James requested the group's B-side, I think, to the, let me see here, to their fifth release. Okay, the A-side was a song called Iko Iko, which got me knocked off YouTube one evening that I played it. So I can't play that side, but I can play the flip side. And but although this record was the flip side of Iko Iko on the first release, there was another song as the flip side. I don't know what they did. or why they did it. But there was an alternate release called G Baby G, and then they put this out again as the flip side of their last single on the Redbird record label. The A-side was called G the Moon is Shining Bright. So I'm going to play it from that. This is on Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller's Redbird record label from June 1965. These are the Dixie Cups. The Dixie Cups. First issued in March of 65. I'm playing the June 65 release, the flip side of G the Moon is Shining Bright. It's for James Brown in our YouTube chat room. It's called I'm Gonna Get You Yet, the Dixie Cups.
I said love is in season, but I can't find a reason why you let me down. When I come around, I'm gonna keep on trying what you bet, 'cause I'm gonna get you yet. I'm gonna get you yet. All you say is maybe that you might be my baby, but you never do. Let me make love to you. I'm gonna keep on trying what you bet, 'cause I'm gonna get you yet. I'm gonna get you yet. Just give me one invitation. This is a sad situation. I really need your cooperation, some consideration and a little conversation, 'cause that's the beginning of a happy celebration. Oh, I'm so cruel and I treat you like a jewel, but you let me down. When I come around, I'm gonna keep on trying what you bet, 'cause I'm gonna get you yet. I'm gonna get you yet. Just give me one invitation. This is a sad situation. I really need your cooperation, some consideration and a little conversation, 'cause that's the beginning of a happy celebration. Oh, I'm so cruel and I treat you like a jewel, but you let me down. When I come around, I'm gonna keep on trying what you bet, 'cause I'm gonna get you yet. I'm gonna get you yet. I'm gonna get you yet. I'm gonna get you yet.
There you go. By request for James Brown in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Dixie Cups on the second release, second B-side from June of 1965. I'm Gonna Get You Yet is the name of the tune. I played it as the flip side of G the Moon is Shining Bright. That was their sixth release on the Redbird record label. Let's continue here now. Let's go to Los Angeles, California. Fill a request for listener Chris Reed. This tune written by Mike Curb and Mary Dean, arranged by Jimmy Haskell. And I found this 45 in the wild. Yes, Reed, it does have an extra-sized hole, an extra-side BB hole there. That's not the normal size, folks. That is a big one there. And but still, it plays better. I have two copies of this, but this is the better playing copy, so I'm always going to pick that. But this group is called the Bishops. They had two on the Capitol record label. This is their second, and it's by request for Chris Reed from August 65. The Bishops with their tune called Out of Sight.
She's got the face of an innocent child. Oh, but her kisses they can drive you wild. Out of sight, well, let me tell you, she's out of sight. Listen to me, people, she's out of sight. a teenage rage.
Oh, out of sight, people, let me tell you, she
Out of sight,
listen to me, people, she
out of sight.
and she's my baby. I was tortured by the devil in her eyes, enchanted me like an angel passing by. I was captured 'cause she treated me so right.
People, let me tell you, she's out of sight now.
She's in the in crowd.
Ain't not she too much,
You can look all you want.
but you mustn't touch.
Oh, out of sight.
She's a teenage rage. Out of sight,
Listen to me, people, she
out of sight.
and she's my baby.
Baby,
Yeah, always cool to find records like that for 10 cents out in the wild there. I like that record. That's going out to Chris Reed. That's the sound of the Bishops. Their second of two from August 65. It's on the Capitol record banner. Out of Sight is the name of the tune. Got to say, the Vinyl Treasure Show is getting out of sight. Thank you all, those of you that are joining my subscription. I think I had over 1,000 subscribers in the year 2024 as this show continues to grow, and I continue to get crazier with the requests. So thank you all for that. If you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. Sometimes people type them type too many on my page on YouTube. That's crazy to do that. Type them all on one post, not one by one by one, whatever comes in your mind. Don't do that, because I'm going to miss it and you're not going to hear your record. So that's unfortunate to do. I already have a busy life as it is, and we don't want to make things more complicated than they are, do we? As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room, as this group formed in San Antonio, Texas, first recording for the Kool label, Kool Records. And it looks like the, you ever smoke Kool cigarettes? Who Ryan Heisey said he's a smoker. Ryan, my uncles and aunts smoked Marlboro. My uncle smoked Marlboros, but my Aunt Mary smoked Kool, Kool, and that's what the label looks like, the 1960 label. But they were known as Sonny and the Sunglows. They were led by Sonny Ozuna. He was the lead singer, had a number of releases mainly on the Sunglow record label beginning in 1961. But then in 1963, he would form a new group and call them the Sunliners. And they had a big hit in 1963 with a cover of the Little Willie John tune called Talk to Me. And Sonny would also form his own record label. It was known as Key Lock Records in 1966. This song Adrian requested was first issued on the Key Lock label in September of 1968. It would get picked up for national distribution by a label called RPR. Some interesting things on this RPR record label that I do have in my collection. But I'm playing the February 69 release. This is actually a cover song. This song was first done by the Harvey Avenue Dozen for Atlantic Records in April of 68. This was a big #1 record, this version, on KUKA in San Antonio, Texas, if you were tuned in. Let's go to February of 69 for this release for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Sonny and the Sunliners with their tune called My Dream.
To work when I could groove is a drag. This rut I'm in can't be the right thing.
I'm alone and so blue. What can I do? I want you here in my arms, holding you, feeling your charm. I thought my dream was hopelessly dead. My dream came true the day that we met. Oh, I held you so close, looked in your eyes that were burning with fire, soft lips that were warm with desire. I kissed you only yesterday, and passion filled our hearts for the day. If you leave me, I'll die. Don't say goodbye. Then I'll embrace in your warmth. Then the moon takes the place of the sun. If we could be forever alone, to live together from this moment on. No routine, that's my dream. Yes, that's my dream. Working has to be the wrong scene. Loving and grooving, that's my dream. If we could be forever alone, to live together from this moment on. No routine, that's my dream. Yes, that's my dream. Working's got to be the wrong scene. Loving and grooving, that's my dream. You know, working, that's the wrong scene. Loving and grooving, that's my dream. You know, working, that's the wrong scene.
Yeah, Johnny G plays the Low Riders here on a Wednesday evening. We like the Low Riders, we definitely do. And so does Adrian in our YouTube chat room there. The sound of Sonny and the Sunliners. That's Sonny Ozuna on lead. That's the February 69 release. Originally came out in in 1968. On his Key Lock label, September 68, picked up by RPR Records for national distribution. My Dream is the name of the tune there. Other record is, which I have played here on the program, I think is goes for big bucks. Another one I found out in the wild. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. It is our first show of 2025. We're here till midnight. I'll be doing a little bit of overtime. We always do that here. Maybe a little more than a little bit. But we want to welcome in those that are new to the program here, and if you are new, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, as this show has really grown this year. I have to say, they have contacted me, YouTube, telling me that they were impressed with how fast the show. I guess it's their algorithms, how they work, because I asked the people they're emailing me, discovering the show. A lot of people are asking me about my turntables and how I get this cool sound, and telling me about their record collecting hobbies, and I love to hear all that from the listeners. So if you need to get in touch with me, you can send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I don't have every record, so some people request things that, I'm not going to have those I'm not going to say I don't have any that are very expensive, but I do, because I've been collecting for a lifetime. I'm an old guy. I'm 66, so I've been collecting since I was like a freshman in high school. So picking up all these records in my travels, and then as I started to make more money, as the dealers started to attack me to buy these records, mainly 50s vocal group stuff. But with my aunt, she as the music continued to evolve from R&B and doo-wop and whatnot, and went into the soul vein, she continued buying records. And I was buying records too, and I would always, when I'd go find some cool records out in the wild, I'd say, Mary, you know this record? She goes, oh, I like that record. Where'd you get that? I never heard it before. But she was like that. She wasn't your normal record collector listening to the top 40. She went out and just bought anything that was good to her ear. Hopefully you're liking the tunes here. I have some great listeners and educated listeners that give me great requests. So that's what really makes this show. I don't like to play common hits, and I can't because YouTube will shut me down, and we don't want that. Imagine if this show went black, which they have done here. Many of you know that. So that's why I can't really play some big hits, although I have one here I might feature. But I saw that it was up on YouTube, so maybe I can get away with it. And this is a hit here, and I think I can get away with it being this far into the show. Let's fill a request for listener Emnon as we go to Detroit, Michigan. He likes this record by Martha and the Vandellas. This trio included Martha Reeves, Rosalind Ashford, and Annette Sterling. This was their second release. This was a follow-up to I'll Have to Let Him Go, which I liked, their first record, their first effort on Gordy Records, but this was their second on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Gordy label, written by Eddie Holland, Lamont Dozier, and Brian Holland. Great record. They penned some of the greatest tunes ever for the Motown empire. This charted number 29 on Billboard. I consider that a hit. It's a top 40 hit. Better than top 40, 20 on Cashbox, 6 on the R&B chart, and a number 1 record if you were listening to KBLA in Burbank, California. So this is going out to Emnon. February 63, Martha and the Vandellas with Come and Get These Memories for Emnon.
Love, you gone from me and left behind so many memories. Here's your old friendship ring. I can't wear no more. Here's your old love letters. I can't read them anymore. Love, you gone from me and left behind so many memories. Here's that old teddy bear. Come and get it that you won for me at the state fair. Here's some old Valentine cards. Come and get 'em. Give them to your new sweetheart. Love, you gone from me and left behind so many memories. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come and get 'em. Come and get 'em. Come and get 'em. Here's an old favorite record. Come and get it. I can't stand to hear it anymore. Here's some old lingering love. Come and get it. It's in my heart and it's tearing it apart. Because of these memories, I never think of anybody but you. So come on and get 'em, 'cause I found me somebody new. Come and get these memories. Come and get 'em, since you're gone out of my life. And my heart can't be at ease. Come and get 'em, since you're gone out of my life. Give them to your new love. Give them to your new love. So come on and get these memories. Come and get 'em, since you're gone out of my
There you go. That's by request for listener Emnon there. The sound of Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. That's their second release On the Gordy record label from February 63, Come and Get These Memories. Amnon also requested the flip side of the 45, so let's give that a spin. This is another Holland-Dozier Holland tune. This did chart also regionally. This was a number 10 record on WOOK. If you were listening in Washington, D.C., we flip over Come and Get These Memories by Martha and the Vandellas. You get this tune from February 63. It's called Jealous Lover for Amnon.
You're jealous of me, you think other fellas love me, but I don't care if they come or go. Darling, can't you see that no love is returned by me? Oh, jealous lover, can't you see? Johnny's only teasing when he said he'd phone, 'cause you know and I were playing records all alone. Jealous lover, can't you see that you're the only one that I love? No matter what they say, it's you and only you all the way. Oh, jealous love, though handsome boys may pass me by, you're still my kind of guy. You're not very handsome, but you're so sweet and kind. Oh, come to me and let me dry your weeping eyes. Then you'll see the light. Then you'll know it's you I love with all my might. As long as day is day, come what may, right here in my heart you're gonna stay. Jealous lover, jealous lover, as long as day is day, right here in my heart you're gonna stay. Jealous lover, jealous lover, just here in my heart you're gonna stay.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go for listener Amnon. That's the B-side to Come and Get Your Memories, the second release from Martha Reeves and the Vandellas on the Gordy label. Jealous Lover is the name of the tune. So many jealous lovers out there. Johnny G ain't no jealous lover, I can tell you that much. But I am a lover of the music, if you can tell. This is the only time I get to hear the music with you, the Vinyl Treasure Show listeners. I still can't get into the chat room, Charlene. I gotta find my, I don't know what happened with the password here, so it's messing up. So we continue here, and let's fill a request for listener Jim Lampley in Texas for this artist from Naples, Texas. He began singing gospel in the 1950s with a group called the Spiritual Five, but he would go solo in 1963. His name, Arzel Hill, but he recorded as ZZ Hill, first for the MH record label founded by his older brother, Matt Hill. In 1964, he signed with Kent Records, had 15 releases on the Kent record label. Jim requested his 10th, a tune written by Jimmy Holiday, Jimmy Lewis, and Cliff Chamber. This did chart number 29 on WJMO in Cleveland, Ohio. We go to April 1967. This is for Jim Lampley in Texas. It's ZZ Hill. ZZ Hill on the Kent label. It's called Where She At. ZZ Hill.
Mama and them said when I was a little boy, you got to find love before you find joy. She said that. But now I'm full grown, still all alone. What I really want to know is, where's she at? Every time you see me, I'm just real clean, just like the cats in that magazine.
Who said that?
I said that. I've had a lot of girls and a whole lot of fun, but I can't seem to find that special one. Now where's she at? I need somebody. Got to find me somebody. From high low, far near. I don't care where she come from, as long as she get here. Ooh Lord, ooh. I'm a man and I'm too old to cry, but I can't stop these tears from my eyes. And that's that. But that can't help me cause you see I'm not sick, but I need a girl, somebody to tell me quick. Now where's she at? I need somebody. Got to have me somebody. From high low, far near. I don't care where she come from, as long as she get here. Ooh Lord. I'm a man and I'm too old to cry, but I can't stop these tears from my eyes. And that's that. But doctor can't help me cause you see I'm not sick, but I need a girl, somebody to tell me quick. Now where's she at? I'm looking for my baby. I'm searching for my baby. I need someone to hold me. I need someone to squeeze me. I need someone to tease me. I need someone to please me.
There you go. That's going out to Jim Lampley in Texas. The sound of ZZ Hill. ZZ Hill from April 67 on the Kent record label. Where's she at? She's downstairs. My mother's downstairs, if you're asking, tuned into the program, reading all your little notes there and writing down who was in the chat room. She's going to tell me who I missed. Of course, she has no way unless my sister can text me on my cell phone, but I don't check my cell phone. I can't even get into the other chat room there. I'm sure Miami Santi and Charlene are waiting for me. Maybe others, but I'm trying every other password to get in, and I don't know what's going on. I have it somewhere, but I don't have the time to find it. I don't. But anyway, let us continue here and fill a request for listener Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. And I like this gal. She was the second white female to be signed to Berry Gordy Jr.'s Motown empire. The first was Debbie Dean. She was the first, but this was the second. She was a 17-year-old, 6-foot platinum blonde. Okay. She was born in Santa Cruz, California. She has a very soulful voice, really. And I saw there's an old clip of her on Where the Action Is, and they had her standing on a rooftop overlooking, like, I don't know, the sea. And she was doing a song that I like that she does called Don't Be Too Long. Okay, so I was like, every time before I go to bed, I watch that video because I like it. I do. I really like it. But her name is Chris Clark, and this is her second of 3 on the Motown subsidiary VIP record label. And this song bubbled under at number 105, number 41 on the R&B chart, but with a big number 8 record on WJHO in Opelika. Did I say that right? Darren, Opelika, or Reed, Opelika, Alabama. A tune written and produced by Holland Dozier Holland. Let's go to July of 1966. This is for Chris Reed. Chris Clark on VIP. It's called Love's Gone Bad for Chris.
I feel a pounding in my brain, ice cold water running through my veins. Got a bad taste in my mouth from bitter tears. Heart feeling sad 'cause love's gone bad. I see a rainbow all in black. Must be a sign you ain't coming back. Wake up at night, calling your name. I see a face on my window pane. I've been this way since you've been gone. Like your love, I can't go on. Look in the mirror, what do I see? A crying face, kinda looks like me. Now where's the love you promised me? Where's the tenderness to comfort me? Every time some love I choose, I seem to always be the one to lose. Bad taste in my mouth from bitter tears. Heart feeling sad 'cause love's gone bad. Love's gone bad. Heart feels sad. Black crow flying up above. It's a sign I live my life without love. Signs on the land, signs on the sea, signs everywhere say I'm destined to be in this old world where nothing's right. Since you've been gone, can't sleep at night. You said you'd be true to me. Instead you made a fool of me. Heart feels sad, love's gone bad.
There you go. That's the great sound of Chris Clark there. We love Chris Clark. I mean, that's a cool record there, I say. July 1966. That's her second of three on the VIP record label. Love's Gone Bad is the name of the tune. Not going bad here. We're going strong here. Thank you all, those of you tuning into the Vinyl Treasure Show. Tell your friends about this program here. And if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. We're going to continue with the requests here. I'm going to get to Ryan's after this tune here, but this is a request for listener John Ferry as we stay in Detroit, Michigan, but we go to the vaults of Devorah Brown's legendary Fortune record label. Fill a request for John Ferry. This is by Nolan Strong and the Diablos, a tune written by, no, that is not correct. Wait a second. Oh, yes, it is. It says it is. I thought it wasn't, because the flip side of this is their cover of The Village of Love. So I thought that Nathaniel Mayer didn't write this side, but Charlene is correct. A tune written by Nathaniel Mayer and Devorah Brown. And this is the group's 17th of 20 releases on the Fortune label. I have this like promo sleeve. I posted it up on my Facebook wall. So if you go to John Galindo on Facebook, you'll see it there. I post always scans of some of the records that I play here on the program. I try to do it before each show, but sometimes I run out of time. But this is for John Ferry in our YouTube chat room. 1964 release. Nolan Strong and the Diablos out of Detroit on Fortune. It's called, in parentheses, I'm in Love, Real True Love. This is for John Ferry.
I need love.
you go. That's going out to John Ferry in our YouTube chat room. That's a late one there, really. There's 10 years of Nolan Strong and the Diablos recorded for the Fortune record label. That's 1964. I'm in Love, Real True Love. Nolan Strong and the Diablos on Fortune for John Ferry in our YouTube chat room. Let's fill a request now for Ryan Heisey, who's been sitting patiently for his request. For this gal from Philadelphia. She was discovered by Peter DeAngelis, who signed her in 1962, recording for the Atco record label. And she's best known for a 1964 hit she had, a big hit for her called Navy Blue, on 20th Century Fox, which I'm afraid to play here on the program, Ryan, but I will play the flip side of the 45. Her real name, Renee Diane Kushner, but she recorded as Diane Renee, and this is tune written by Bob Crew and Larry Santos. This was also produced by Bob Crew and arranged by Charlie Colello. This was the B-side to her first of 4 on the 20th Century Fox label. This is going out to Ryan Heisey. I want a list of all your soul records, Ryan. I'll give you those pop records I am looking for, too. So I told him I'm looking for some records. He just picked up a big load of records, folks. What was it, 10,000 records, Ryan, you said you picked up? But this is from December of 63, Diane Renee on 20th Century Fox, and I'm sure Ryan is this, an unbelievable guy. Diane Renee for Ryan.
So good looking, he makes me weep. I dream about him in
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show by request for listener Ryan Heisey in our YouTube chat room. That's Diane Renee. That's the B-side to her big, big hit Navy Blues, song entitled Unbelievable Guy. Came out on the 20th Century Fox record label. As we continue here, let's send this one out to new listener from Belgium who's found out about the Vinyl Treasure Show. Actually was asking if I had certain records that he's looking for. I think this is Jean Marie. I think that was you. I'm not, although so many people ask me about records that they're looking for, I will not, I don't get really rid of records that I only have one copy of. I will make a major trade, though, for a certain record if I really, really want it. It's high on my want list, but I just won't sell anything out of my collection. But this is a request for Jean Marie in Belgium. Now, when the Dubs broke up in late 1958, lead singer Richard Blandon joined the Vocaliers for a short time, sang on their Old Town release. Then in September of 59, Blandon reformed the Dubs and signed with ABC Paramount Records. And after 5 releases for ABC, the group ended up going back to George Goldner and his Gone record label. Well, in this case, they didn't put the records out on Gone. They did a couple of sessions and 2 singles were released. And Jean Marie requested their first of 2, which came out on the End. Well, this one's on End. I think their other one came out on Gone, a song called You're Free to Go. But this is their first one on End, and this is by request for Jean Marie, Richard Blandon and the Dubs. This charted number 97 on WIBG in Philadelphia, if you were tuned in, from February 62. The Dubs with Now That We Broke Up. This is for Jean Marie in Belgium.
Bom, shoo shoo, shoo you wa shoo shoo, bom, shoo shoo, shoo you wa shoo shoo, bom, shoo shoo, shoo you wa shoo shoo, bom, shoo you wa shoo shoo shoo. Now that we broke up, my love, shoo shoo shoo, I'm left alone without a reason why. And though I know that lovers have to cry when two lovers say goodbye, why did we have to part? Why did you break my heart? Is your new love a really true love? Does he love you the way that I do? Does he want you? Does he need you the very same way that I need you? Now that we broke up, my love, I'm left in tears without a reason why. I love you, dear, and I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. Why did we break up? Shoo, shoo. I don't wanna break up. Darling, let us make up. Why did we break up? A break up, my love. Shoo you wa shoo shoo, bom, shoo shoo. Shoo you wa shoo shoo, bom, shoo shoo. Shoo you wa shoo shoo, bom. Shoo you wa shoo shoo.
There you go. That's the... Whoops. Johnny G losing his place here. That's going out to Jean Marie in Belgium. They like that type of sound in the Belgium. They do. Those are the Dubs. Richard Blandon and the Dubs, February 62 release on the N record label. Now That We Broke Up is the name of the tune. And their second release, I think, came out on Gone, I mentioned, September 62, with You're Free to Go. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, let's fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman. He's got to go back. Wait, I think he said, Ronnie, did you say you have to go back to work on the 7th? I think he told me on the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a request for Ronnie Sherman, this gal from South Lyon, Michigan. She made her debut in April of 1962 on the Karen label, which I do have that Karen release. It was called My Heart Went Do-Dot-Da-Da-Da. I think that's what they called it, which would get picked up by Atlantic Records, became her first of 17 on the Atlantic record label. Now, Ronnie requested her 16th release on the Atlantic label. It's a song that she wrote. It's produced by Ollie McLaughlin, yes. And the uncredited group backing her up on this are none other than the Dells. They're backing her up. Her name is Barbara Lewis. Barbara Lewis and the uncredited Dells from May 68. For listener Ronnie Sherman, it's called On Bended Knees.
Here you come, my darling, down upon your knees. You're begging forgiveness, but you won't get it from me. I'm returning that favor that you gave me long ago, and though it hurts me, darling, get up and go. I know that you're hurting, and I'm sad, but still I'm glad that you are feeling that feeling I once had. So long, fare ye well. You'll get used to the pain, and when it's over, then we'll try it once again.
That's the great sound of Barbara Lewis there by request for listener Ronnie Sherman. May 68 release there on the Atlantic record label. That's her 16th for the Atlantic label. She's been backed up by the Dells, song entitled On Bended Knees. Johnny G is on bended knees asking you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, if you dig what you're hearing, please give me a thumbs up. Nobody does what Johnny G does. You get to see all these cool labels, hear all my stories on my interesting collecting career and journey. I call it a journey here, a lifetime of collecting as we continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room as we head up to Chicago, Illinois. Played the flip of this on the last show by a group called The Creations, which included Gerald Dickerson, Charles Boyd, Michael Wiggins, and Eugene Amos. And it was their debut single. It was their first of 3 on Joe Armstead and Melvin Collins' Globe Records, which was located out of Chicago. The side I played last week was called Plenty of Love. Frank also requested The Flip. Let's give it a spin. August 66, The Flip of Plenty of Love, The Creations on Globe with Oh Baby for Frank Gingaro.
Start the night out right, oh baby. Oh baby, oh baby. You're looking so fine, I've got you on my mind, oh baby. Oh baby, oh baby. Be my little baby, my little baby, my baby. I'm falling in love. In my heart is in a spin, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. One look from your eye and I'm not a shy guy, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. So come on and be my baby, my little baby, my baby. I'm falling in love. It will brighten my day, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. To just be true, there's nothing I wouldn't do, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Please be my baby, my little baby, my baby. I'm falling in love.
Anybody care to dance? Johnny G wants to dance. There you go. That's by request for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. The Creations. The Creations out of Chicago, August 1966. Their debut single on the Globe record label. Oh Baby is the name of the tune. They also would record as the Contributors of Soul with releases on the Tad and Venture and New Miss record label. This did chart, by the way. Charted number 30 on WBEE in Chicago, Illinois. Let's continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Frank Gingaro's wife. Her name is Jerry Gingaro, tuned into the program. This is one of her favorite tunes by this group. This group from Fort Worth, Texas. They were formed by the lead singer of the group, Ronaldus Tandy, and the other members were tenor Wenzon Mosley and the bass of the group, Jameis Mays. And this was their debut single. Now, this first came out on a label called Huekisp. I think that's how you do it, HUE-CSP, which I don't have, but Mala Records, Amy Malabelle, picked it up for national distribution, and that's the way I have it. I found this out in the wild for like 5 cents. But I hate styrene. I hate it, especially painted on labels. But the tune is written by the lead singer of the group, Ronaldus Tandy, produced by Charles Stewart. Their first of 6 on the Mala label, charted number 94 on Billboard, 24 on the R&B chart, and a big number 3 record if you were tuned into WWIN in Baltimore, Maryland from December 65. This is for Jerry Gingaro, the Van Dykes, with No Man is an Island. This is for Jerry.
don't need somebody else. No man is an island. No man stands alone. Treat each man as your brother, and remember that each man's grief is your own.
As Johnny G getting caught here, but I know what I'm going to do. There you go. What a great tune that is. December 1965, The Sound of the Van Dykes there. That's going out to listener Jerry Gingaro. And that is No Man is an Island. That's the first of 6 on the Mala record label. Rondalis Tandy is the lead singer on that. Great group, the Van Dykes. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. As we continue here, let me find this. Let me see. This I want to do Oldies Fans request here. And where did I put it? Where? Oh, here it is. Okay. So give me a second. I'll show you this Creations record, but I want to get Oldies Fans record on here. And we just lost this gal on December 20th. December 20th of 2024, we lost Sugar Pie De Santo. And I'm going to do a twin spin with her. And I think Edmund also requested a record by her. We'll play both sides of her. I think her 4th release, but this is her. That's her. Wait a minute. Her 3rd release, I think Edmund requested. No, I'm going to play her 3rd release. I'm Johnny G losing his mind here, but this is a request for listener Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan, in our YouTube chat room for the late Sugar Pie De Santo. This is her 4th release on the Checker record label. This tune written by Billy Davis and Robert Higginbotham, a.k.a. Tommy Tucker. And I guess because this is an answer song to a hit that Tommy Tucker had called High Heel Sneakers. That was also on the Checker label that came out in January of 64. This was kind of like an answer tune to that. It charted number 48 on Billboard, number 10 on the R&B chart, and a big number 2 record on WNOO if you were listening in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let's go to March of 1964. By request for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, the late Sugar Pie De Santo on Checker Records. It's called Slip in Mules, parentheses, no high heel sneakers. This is for Oldies Fan.
Baby, my red dress in the cleaner, but my ship will steal the show. Lord, yes, my red dress in the cleaner, but my ship will steal the show. Yes, it's fitting, child, it's fitting, Lord knows. And it ain't the back that's cut too low. Ain't wearing no high heel sneaker, 'cause they hurt my toes so bad. Ain't wearing no high heel sneakers, child, 'cause they hurt my toes is so bad. So wear your spats and calfskin shoes to match my low heel slipping a mule. being the muse.
There you go. That's by request for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. That's the late Sugar Pie De Santo March 64 release on the Checker record label. That's her fourth release for the Checker label, called Slip-In Mules, parentheses, no high heel sneakers. They hurt your feet. Yes, they do. I was going to do a twin spin, but I'm afraid because the copyright police, see what happens with singers that pass away, all of a sudden their songs become taboo when you play them, especially if I play two in a row, and I wanted to do that. I wanted to do it, but I'm afraid because if I have too many artificial intelligent copyright issues, they're going to shut me down. They have done it before. So I was going to put on another Motown record after that, so I was afraid to do that. I didn't want to, so I'm taking a chance with one of George Chestnut's requests. This singer from Providence, Rhode Island, probably best known for his 1963 Colpix release, Hey Girl, but he began recording back in 1956 for Zell Sanders' J&S record label, and had other releases in the 50s. I think I played one for David Silberg. Was it last week's show on the Bow label? That was pretty good, with a group backing him up. But releases on Arrow and Rika. In the early 60s, releases on Joy, Colpix, and Columbia. He would sign with Burt Burns' Shout label in the fall of 1966, had 9 releases on Shout Records, and George requested his 7th, this tune written and produced by Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff. And again, you collectors out there that are new to this music, if you see that on the label, it's worth buying. It is. It really is. This charted number 27 on the Billboard R&B chart, a big number 5 record on WMBM in Miami, Florida. We go to July of 1968. For Freddy Scott. This is going out to George Chestnut in our YouTube chat room. Freddy Scott on Shout. It's called, in parentheses, You Got What I Need. This is for George Chestnut, Freddy Scott.
So afraid and full of fears, so glad you saved me, dear. Saved me, dear. You got such sides to my life. Things were wrong, you made them right. How did you do it, dear? Do it, dear. Oh, I'm thankful every day. Oh, that you came away. And I hope and pray that you'll never ever go away, 'cause you got what I need, little girl. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me, oh baby. You got it. I was drowning in the sea of love, going down for the 3rd time. You came and saved me, dear. Saved me, dear. All the sweet things you've been doing, I ain't never been used to them. Don't ever stop them, dear. Stop me. Oh, I'm thankful every day. Oh, that you came away. And I'm gonna make sure that you never ever go away, 'cause you got what I need, little girl. Everything I need. Oh, yeah. Medicine to me. Oh, baby. Oh, you got what I need, little
you go. That's going out to George Chestnut in our YouTube chat room. I'm telling you, the copyright police are still out after me. That's a problem. Like I said, I got too many coming in. They left me alone for so long, and now here they are coming out. And the Buster Bass, you said it right. When I'm on the rim of copyright thing, they will shut me down. So I'm kind of like trying to get a record they're not going to get me on. But there you go. That's going out to George Chestnut. That's the sound of Freddy Scott. That's a cool record, I'd say, from July 1968 on the Shout record label. You got what I need. Johnny G's got what you want here. These 1960s soul 45s. If you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Tell your friends about this program if they're into this music. Actually, you don't even have to be into this music. I was listening to like a New York's Rockin', what was it? Dick Clark used to do that New York's Rockin' Eve. I'm like, what is this stuff that they're playing? I'm like, they got to play this stuff. I mean, nobody plays these records. Very far and few between. I'm not going to say nobody does ever play these records, but you never get it in this type of, I guess, environment that Johnny G plays it in. So these records need to be played, and you don't have to be from the era either. You don't. So many of my listeners, their fathers or their grandfathers were listening to this music, and they're into this music. It soothes the soul. Is that what you said, Busta Bass? I think you said that. Music is the connector for all people, and it is a great thing to hear, and especially when I'm playing my records. What could I say? I enjoy it, can't you tell, as we continue here. Fill a request now for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. This gal born Irma Lee in Ponchatoula. Did I say that right, Reed? Ponchatoula. I never say that right. I never do. Charlene, we got to put that there. They left. The copyright police left. Finally. Let's see if they come out on this record. Louisiana. Let's just say she's from Louisiana. She was discovered by Tommy Ridgely while working as a waitress, and she was coined the Soul Queen of New Orleans. And so we really want to pray for the people down in New Orleans. Unfortunately, a horrible thing that happened today. When I woke up and I saw that was terrible. That thing that happened. So we pray for those people in New Orleans. But she was from New Orleans. First recording for the Ron record label. That was back in 1959. Then for this label, Minute Records. Now, Chris requested her final release on the Minute label. A tune written by, it says Naomi Neville, but that is actually Alan Toussaint. Alan Toussaint, who wrote this tune. This charted number 37 on KROY. If you were listening in Sacramento, California, we go back to May of 63. Give a listen to Miss Irma Thomas on the Minute label. This is for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Hittin' on Nothing for Chris Reed.
You can keep your sweet talk, keep your lie, keep all of your promises, save that jive. You ain't hitting on nothing unless you got something for me. You know you promised me diamonds, I'll never forget. A diamond yet. All I get is talk, talk, talk. Get your papers and walk, walk, walk. You ain't hitting on nothing unless you got something for me. I ain't seen mink, rat, or rabbit make you egg that, babe.
That's a by request for Chris Reed, the sound of Irma Thomas. Of course, they did come out. They were gone, but the Copyright Police, it came out again in May 63. That's their 6th release on the Minute record label. Hittin' on Nothing is the name of the tune, Miss Irma Thomas. Johnny G must be hitting on all cylinders if you're digging on these cool tunes. Let's continue here. Let's go back to Detroit now. Fill a request for listener David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. This singer, mostly known for his contributions to Berry Gordy Jr.'s Motown empire during the early to mid-60s, as he has collaborated with his brother Brian and Lamont Dozier on some of the bigger hits for the Motown empire. But he not only was a writer and producer, but he was also a singer, and a number of releases on the Motown record label. But he really goes back further than that. First recording, his debut single, came out on the Mercury label in 1958. It's a great tune. I should play that on my Saturday night show. But David requested his 9th of 10 on the Motown record label, and this again written and produced by Holland Dozier Holland. This charted number 54 on Billboard, 31 on the R&B chart, a big number 4 record on WWDC out of Washington, D.C. If you were tuned in, we go to April of 64. The sound of Motown here again for David Silberg, Eddie Holland. Eddie Holland on Motown. It's called Just Ain't Enough Love.
With this reply, she said, just ain't enough love. I gotta leave you because just ain't enough love. Just ain't enough love. She said, that's what she told me. Just ain't enough love. She said, ain't enough love. Just ain't enough love. I said, sweet thing, please don't leave. I'm so sorry I made you grieve. So confident, pretty words would make us stay. But this is what she said as she turned and walked away. She said, just ain't enough love. Just ain't enough love. She said, just ain't enough love. Just ain't enough love. Ain't enough love, baby. That's what she told me. Just ain't enough love. Ain't enough love, baby. That's what she said. I gotta move on. Ooh, baby. Ain't enough love.
That's the great sound of Eddie Holland there as a singer. It was a fantastic writer. I think he was a fantastic singer, too. April 1964 release. That's going out to David Silberg. On the Motown record label, Just Ain't Enough Love is the name of the tune. His 9th of 10 on the Motown record label. Johnny G is your disc jockey for a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. It's our first show of the week. I normally do a 78 show every other week, so will not be tomorrow. I'll be back on Saturday night. If you like 1950s and early 60s vocal group harmony and R&B tunes, tune into my Saturday night show. If you miss any of the show, there's like 750 podcasts or videos on my YouTube wall. So they are all archived there for you to view. So many people are, I get copyright issues, but sometimes they even shut it down. I don't know what's going on. But again, they've been there since 2015. So I am hopefully in good merits with the YouTube police. But let us continue here, and let's fill a request. Almost forgot about Leonard Mancini. This group from Chicago, Illinois. This is their debut single, which originally came out on Carl Davis's Bashy record label out of Chicago. I was deciding which one I should play, the Bashy single, which is clean, or Dakar Records that picked it up. But I have it on Bashy. Actually, I bought it out of from David Antrell's collection. It was Spence Wooten, who supplied me with a whole bunch of records when Kevin Atribus passed away. That was Dave Antrell's brother, because he was selling his records for years and years and years, but the prices were high. Listening to another dealer that he shouldn't be listening to, but he was selling his records, but unfortunately Kevin passed away, and Kevin's widow either gave them to Spence to sell on consignment. He brought boxes here, stuff on the Yucca label, stuff from the 60s, and I went through it all, and I took a ton of stuff, and I was able to negotiate the prices, and he had to ask the widow, and she agreed, but it was a big number. But I bought the first press out of Dave Antrell's. It was a nice mint copy, too, on the Bashy label. It's a green label. But I'm playing it on Dakar here. The group out of Chicago, this tune written by Floyd Smith, Willie Henderson, and Gary Jackson, produced by Eugene Record. And the group is called The Visitors. And this group included Eugene Smiley Sr., Ray Foreman, Wilbur Taylor, Darryl Prince. They were known as The Visitors. And I'm playing it on Dakar Records. And this is from November of 1968, the Dakar release. First issued in September of 1968. The Visitors, for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. It's called I'm in Danger. This is for Leonard. Yeah, I thought the copyright police were not going to be out on that one, but they are out. I can't elude these copyright policemen. I'm telling you, there you go. That's the great sound of the Visitors. That's by request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. Featured the November 68 press on Descar Records. Actually, Carl Davis owned both labels, Bashy and then Descar Records. Song entitled I'm in Danger, but I showed you guys and gals the Bashy release from September 1968. Well, let's continue here, and I'm Johnny G pushing the card here, and we fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo. Adrian, I finally found this song for you as I was looking for it for months and months and months, but it finally did turn up. So we're going to play this one for Adrian Viterbo, and he is listening in Mexico. A really nice guy, Adrian. So glad that you found the show, and thanks for your emails, and I hope everybody had a great holiday, and I hope you did too. But I finally found this for Adrian Viterbo. Now, in 1969, Diana Ross would leave the Supremes, and the last single by the group was in a song called Someday We'll Be Together. Now, Jean Terrell would replace Diana Ross as a lead singer. Now, Adrian, though, requested the group's 41st release on the Motown record label, so make sure, those of you collecting the Supremes, that you leave lots of space in your record box to find the Supremes recordings. So I found this. It was up here somewhere, and I found it. This tune written by Frank Wilson and Pam Sawyer, and this was taken from the Motown LP with the same title of this tune. So there must have been an LP that they put out. I don't know, this record charted number 71 on Billboard, number 53 on Cashbox, a big number 3 record on WKYB if you were listening in Hemingway, South Carolina. Now I don't want to call them duets, but two of the gals' voices that you hear on this, Jean Terrell and, of course, Mary Wilson. I think she starts first, and then Jean Terrell comes in. You can hear her voice. She has a distinct voice because she does lead on like Stone Love and Up the Ladder to the Roof. Those are 2 records that I bought when they came out on the charts. But this one here from September 71, a touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition for Adrian, the Supremes on Motown. The song is called Touch for Adrian.
Darling, just relax. You melt me like hot candle wax. One touch and my whole body melts. Yet you say you can't express yourself. Just keep doing what you're doing. Fancy words would only ruin it. Touch, that very special touch. If I satisfy you, oh baby, how you satisfy
Yeah, touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. That one there going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. That's September 1971. Mainly Jean Terrell. That was her voice there at the end. Those are the Supremes. The Supremes on the Motown label with a song entitled Touch. Now, they said that when did the Jackson 5 cover this? Would this be after September of 71, or did they do it prior to that? I don't know. I like early Jackson 5. I'm telling you, I do. But I'm afraid to play it here on the program. You know what I mean? Maybe if you guys would yell to... I'm trying to find out if... I'm trying to see if possibly I can get some kind of license. Listen, I have no problem playing the hits on Oldies and More radio. I can do that, but I can't do it on the stream here on this platform. That's the problem I have. It's because there's millions of people that tune in on YouTube. So that is what's happening, is the show is exploding here. So of course these people want their pennies on the hours, and they love my show because of the hours that I'm on. I did a marathon show last week. I was on almost for 5 hours. I was on Saturday night. People had to, and if you have to go to bed, you can go to bed. I get a new wave of people that come in from the West Coast and out of the country that tune into the program that are in different time zones. So anyway, that's how it works. But on those shows, I play the records by year. I don't play them by year here. If I see you in the chat room, I'll play the record for you, or I'll have it. Or before you leave. I can't get into the Oldies and More chat room to communicate with Charlene. So I've been trying to. I can't do it. I got to find my piece of paper for my password. But anyway, let us continue here, and we're still not in overtime yet, which is good. So let's fill a request now for listener Strictly 60's. For this group, formed back in early 60s, I think, out of Chicago, had two minor hits, pretty cool tunes called Voice Your Choice and Ain't No Big Thing. I think they were both in 1964 with those releases, but after several members left in 1965, there was a new lineup and a new lead singer, and they did a bunch of singles. This is their second with a new lead singer. His name is Mitchell Bullock, and this tune co-written and produced by Billy Davis, arranged by Phil Wright. This charted number 45 on the Billboard R&B chart, and a big number one record if you were tuned in to WBEE in Chicago. This was their 7th of 13 releases on the Chess record label from December 66. Let's give a listen to the Radiance. The Radiance, this is for Strictly 60's. The Radiance on Chess with, in parentheses, Don't It Make You, and then it's called Feel Kinda Bad. The Radiance for Strictly 60's.
Everything that you had, and she told
Last December 66 release set for the Radiance. The Radiance, that is the lead singer Mitchell Bullock. I think he's the same lead on the song Hold On, too, if I'm not mistaken. That's going out to Strictly 60s. The Radiance, they're 7th of 13 on the Chess record label. Don't It Make You, that's in parentheses. Feel Kinda Bad is the name of the tune. It don't make Johnny G feeling bad playing these cool tunes. It makes me feel good, is what it makes me feel. Let's continue. Here's filler requests for listener Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room for this next singer. Born in Washington, D.C., first sang with a group called the Marquis that backed up Billy Stewart on his OK release. Also, they backed up Harvey Fuqua. He recruited them to back him up as his, I guess, new Moonglows, or his new group or whatever. Backed him up on his releases on the Chess record label. But they relocated to Chicago, Illinois. But then they would head to Detroit. And in 1960, he would sign with Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla record label. He had about 53 releases through 1986, which included duets, but Edmund requested his 17th release. This tune, co-written and produced by Smokey Robinson, charted number 29 on Billboard, number 4 on the R&B chart. We go to January of 1966 for Mr. Marvin Gaye. The copyright police going to nag me now, but this is a Marvin Gaye for Edmund Williams on Tamla Records. It's called One More Heartache for Edmund.
Just like the camel with the head in my hand. One last straw is added. I said it, I broke the camel's back. I can't take it. I can't stand it. There's one more heartache. It would turn me right around. First you fill my hopes up high, and then you let me down. Like the house you built with toothpick stacked upon the kitchen table. One last toothpick going down, the foundation was not able. I can't think, and I can't take it. No, baby. One more and I'll let it go. Like a toy balloon that feels with as much as it can take. One more puff of air and that balloon has got to break. I can't take it. I can't stand it. So honey, not another.
There you go. That's by request for Edmund Williams. Now, the listeners in the chat room, they say it sounds like his tune Ain't That Peculiar. It definitely does. But there you go. This great sound of Marvin Gaye. That one there from January 66 on the Tamla label for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. One More Heartache is the name of the tune. I dare not. I'm afraid to afraid to flip it. I want to play another record to get these copyright police off my tail. So we'll go to the touch of the 70s here with a request for listener Frank Chingaro. Can't find anything about this record, though. And it was sold to me. Jerry Diaz, he told me, I remember what he said to me. He would call, oh, here they go. They're going to block it out, folks. There, see that? There they go. They blocked it out. What do you know? You see that? See how poor that it is there, folks? How terrible that they blocked the show for that. You see? You see? You see? You see what they did as they blocked me out here, folks? But I'm going to have to continue here, so we're going to take it off. Now I got to be careful what I play because they blocked the stream. Although I am on Oldies and More Radio, and give it a minute or so, it'll come back. But anyway, there you go. It's called, for that Marvin Gaye tune. But let's fill a request for listener Frank Chingaro. I bought a record from Jerry Diaz. He called me 1-3 a.m. morning and said, Johnny, I picked up a bunch of garage records, and I want to know if you'd like to buy any of them. They're not that expensive. They're somewhere between, $5 and $10. I says, okay. I said, whatever you want to do. So he would play these, and I picked this one out. He had $5 on this record. The group is called The Choice of Colors, and it's on a label called the Good Guys label, which is out of California. And this is a request for listener Frank Chingaro, 1970, Choice of Colors. It's called The First Day. This is on the Good Guys label.
Finding you was just a seed. Loving you right in the street. Through my love and you caught it. I tried to love and you bought it. Drove us both out of our mind. This is the first day of the rest of our lives. We'll make it, baby. We've just got to try. Little girl, you played the game. Little boy, I did the same. Gotta find heaven, not even 3 times 7, or you'll be torn apart. This is the first day of the rest of our lives. We'll make it, baby. We've just got to try. We're older now. The toughest part is left behind. We're older now. Loving each other is all that we have on our minds. But this is the first day of the rest of our lives. We're gonna make it. We've just got to try. We've just got to make it. And I know we're gonna make it. We've just got to make it. And I know we're gonna make it. We've just got to make it. And I know we're gonna make it. We've just got to make it. And I know we're gonna make it. We've just got to make it. And I know we're gonna make it. We've just got to make it. And I know we're gonna make it. We've just got to make it. And I know we're gonna make it.
There you go. Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition by request for listener Frank Chingaro. in our YouTube chat room. That's Choice of Colors is the name of the group. It's on the Good Guys record label out of I think it's out of Los Angeles, California, if I'm not mistaken. The First Day is the name of the tune. I apologize for what they did, and what really will get my gourd is if this show ends up being posted. So what they just did is tick off all of you listeners that are tuned into the program right now for doing that. Okay? Because normally the last couple times they did this, the show posted in its entirety and they get it up fast. But again, I push the cart when I play a lot of the Motown records here, and especially after a while here. But they've been pretty good lately, but I'm telling you, when they do that, one time they were down for like 30 minutes. They kept it shut off. And again, if it blacks out, you can still hear me on oldiesandmoreradio.com. So you can go there and you can at least listen when I'm live. But when I'm on the stream here doing it, it doesn't work, and they give me some leeway. I hate to talk about it because it makes my hair curl, not that I have much of it. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Dennis Fluharty, who was not happy when the stream blacks out. I know that because he voices his opinion to Johnny G. But a couple weeks ago, I played a request for UK listener Judith Rubba. She requested the 5 Stair Steps with their hit. I'm still looking for that other record by them you requested, Judith. So don't fret, I'll find it. I played Ooh Child by the 5 Stair Steps. That was their 4th of 5 on the Buddha record label. And Dennis Fluharty emailed Johnny G. He said, Johnny, I remember that record. I bought it when it came out, and I would play the flip side, which I think has an alternate flip side. So I don't know, Dennis, if this was the flip side that you have. I think this is the common flip side, though. The tune written by the lead singer of the group. He was Clarence Burke Jr. Their father, Clarence Burke Sr., managed the group. I don't know what it is with fathers and the groups, with all these groups like the Cowsills and also the Jackson 5. Weren't the fathers like kind of nasty to the members of the group, to their own kind, I think. I don't know if that was the case though with the 5 Stair Steps, because they had a great sound, I'd say, with their Windy Sea releases too. But this is for Dennis Fluharty as we stay in the 70s. May 1970 release. This is produced and arranged by Stan Vincent. This is the flip side of Ooh Child by the 5 Stair Steps for Dennis Fluharty. It's called Who Do You Belong To? The 5 Stair Steps for Dennis.
I spend the night life with you if life was that of a cat. Although you done me wrong, 8 lives back. No, I just be cool and be your fool. Since there's no other choice that I can choose, I'm asking you, who do you belong to? Who do you belong to now? Who do you belong to? He's got 2 eyes, he's got a nose, he's got 2 lips. But I've got them too, all for you, plus more than this. So you might as well enjoy yourself, since I never ever loved nobody else. My love is true, but who do you belong to? Who do you belong to now? Who do you belong to?
Oh, there it goes.
I see that you're not happy with me. You better let it go, better let it go, let it go, better let it go. So you might as well enjoy yourself. Because I never ever loved nobody else. I'm asking you, who do you belong to? Who do you belong to now? Who do you belong to? Who do you belong to? Who do you belong to? Who do you belong to now? Who do you belong? Tell me.
Yeah, sorry, folks. Look what they messed it up again here. You know, it becomes old hat when they do this, unfortunately, because it's just a bummer when they do it. I'm sorry. There you go. That's a B-side there. That's by request for listener Dennis Fluharty, May 1970, Sound of the 70s there for the 5 Stair Steps. That's Clarence Burke Jr. on lead. That's on the Buddha record label. It's the flip side of Ooh Child, song entitled Who Do You Belong To? So I don't know why they shut that down. What is the copyright issue with that record? I have no idea, but let's continue here. We'll try it one more time. If they shut me down one more time, then we're going to sign off here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, because it's no fun to do this. I'm losing my audience with this. It's not good. But on the December 4th show, I featured this singer from Hartford, Connecticut. I played his first release, his debut single on Top Rank. I think it was David Silberg that requested that Top Rank release. But after Top Rank, he recorded for the Cap record label. He had 8 releases. I played the side of his 6 called She Lied. But the flip side is an excellent tune also, so let's give it a spin. A tune written by Bob Crew and Bob Gaudio, produced by Bob Crew. It's arranged by Artie Butler. This did chart number 49 on WHYN in Springfield, Massachusetts from October of 62. Let's give a listen to Jerry Jackson. Jerry Jackson on the Cap record label. And the flip side of She Lied, it's called Wide Awake in a Dream. Jerry Jackson.
Even though you touch my hand, I can't believe you're real. I can't believe the things I feel. There they are. Your lips again, don't let them leave no more, because I need them now for sure. Need them now for sure. Wide awake in a dream, looking at you. Wide awake in a dream, the sound of music begins with the magic you do. Can it be? I've lost my mind, oh, but I need you so. I can't believe you leave me so wide awake in a dream.
Yeah, well, they left me alone on that record. You know, you figure that, of course, you know, well, certain people are looking for that record. It's a big record, probably more than the other records that I have played here tonight. But that's Jerry Jackson, the great sound of Jerry Jackson from October 1962. That's on the Cap record label. That was his sixth release. Wide Awake in a Dream is the name of the tune. I played the flip side of that on the December 4th show. A great tune also, She Lied was the name of the tune. And I don't think they're going to come after me for this next record either. And it's a request. I'm trying to do these obscure things that they're not going to get me on. This is a request for listener Dan Costco. This singer originally recorded this song back in 1960 on the Dynamic label with his vocal group called The Crowns. And then he decided to re-record it 3 years later without a group on this label out of Los Angeles, California. It's called Hank Records. Now, Hank Records, yeah, out of Los Angeles, California. And it's a song that he wrote. It's arranged by Arthur Wright. His name is Henry Strogin. Henry Strogin, no group on this, from 1963 for Dan Costco on the Hank label. It's a resung version of Why Did You Go Away? This is for Dan Costco.
You left me lonely, you left me blue, but still my love, dear, belongs to you. Tell me now, why did you go away and break my heart? Whoa, one early morning you went away. I know you'll come back to me someday. Tell me now, why did you go away and break my heart? Remember the times we said that we wouldn't part, but my darling dear, I just love you so. Remember the things we planned in the past. This love is got to last, darling. Remember, the door is open, my arms are too, my heart is aching just for you. Tell me now, why did you go away and break my heart? Oh yeah, someday regret it, and I'll forget it, and I'll give you one more little chance. If you would only just say you're lonely, and I'm your only romance. Whoa, whoa, the door is open, my arms are too, my heart is aching just for you. Tell me now, why did you go away and break my heart? Break my heart.
There you go. That's going out to listener Dan Costco. That's the sound of Henry Strogin without a group On the Gank record label out of Los Angeles, California, 1963 release, Why Did You Go Away? Johnny G did not go away. The copyright police made me go away, but they are fools. You know, I should send out a record to them. What kind of fool do you think I am? No, I'm telling you, I'm sorry for that, folks. It's not good when that happens. I will tell you that much. But let's continue here. Fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo, listening down in Mexico, and this group out of Cleveland, Ohio, recorded two for Harvey Fuqua's Tri-Fi record label out of Detroit. The group was made up of males and females, included George Hendricks, Dorothy and James Hutchinson, and lead singer, her name is Ann Bogan. And Adrian requested their first of two on the Tri-Fi label, which was first issued as the Challengers. But because of an already established surf group called the Challengers that recorded for the Vault record label, they were forced to change their name. So what they did is they changed their name to the Challengers 3, although this promo just says Challengers. And this is the B-side to their first release. It features Ann Bogan on lead. We go to May of 62 for Adrian Viterbo, the Challengers on Tri-Fi. The song is called Stay for Adrian.
If I fail in all my trying, stay with me, darling, and see me through. You don't know how I feel. Stay with me, baby, and I'll prove my love is real. And oh, stay with me, baby, stay with me, honey, stay with me, sugar, stay with me, baby, stay with me. I've started out right, ended up wrong, but you've been patient with me, but I'm asking you, baby, for one more chance. Stay with me and renew our romance. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. If you feel I've been lying, it'll make my heart feel like dying. If you don't want to see me cry, stay with me, baby, and our love will never die. And oh, stay with me, baby, stay with me, honey, stay with me, sugar, stay with me, baby, stay with me. Oh, stay with me.
There you go. That one there by request for listener Adrian Viterbo. That's the sound of the Challengers now, May 1962 on the Tri-Fi record label, song entitled Stay. Well, I guess the copyright police are not going to allow that to happen, so we're going to close the show down. It's unfortunate that they are doing this, but it is a deterrent. Maybe they're saying, Johnny G, you got to leave, so you know what? That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. We got one more record to go before we sign off here. So thank you for listening to the Vinyl Treasure Show right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. Well, it's not live now, but that's going to do it for tonight, folks. And if you need to get in touch with me, you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. I plan to be back on Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for 1950s and early 60s 45's out of my collection. So if you're into the 50s and early 60s rhythm and blues, vocal group, harmony, doo-wop, please tune into that program Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 to midnight, right here on YouTube and also on Oldies and More Radio. But thank you, Charlene, again for all your help on preparing for this show tonight. And we're not doing the 78 show tomorrow, but I thank you all for tuning in and putting up with this ridiculous thing here that they're doing. But it is annoying to me and disrespectful for the time that I put into the program here, but they don't care. It's all dollars and cents. We need this music here in our lives. It's very important. So again, I want to thank everybody for being here. I hope everybody had a great new year as we begin 2025. This was the first show of the year, and again, I look forward to playing more of my records out of my collection for you, the Vinyl Treasure Show listeners. So thank you all. Tonight we're going to close the show with a request for listener Edmund Williams. It's actually a sound of the season. On the last 50s show, I played a song that Edmund requested by Billy Ward and the Dominoes. It was called Ringing in a Brand New Year that Edmund requested. And he also requested this tune by Billy Ward and the Dominoes, which is from October of 1965. It's our closer for tonight because we can't deal with this anymore. That's it, folks. I've had it. I'm not going to deal with it. This is from October of 65. This is a request for listener Edmund Williams. It's our closer for tonight. Again, wishing everyone out there a safe and happy new year in 2025, although it is past this time for what this record is singing about, but we're going to close the show with it. It features Al Anderson on lead, and this is from October 65, our closer by Billy Ward and his Dominoes on King Records, and their rendition of the tune, What Are You Doing New Year's Eve? Well, it is past, but we're going to close with this. Thank you, folks. I apologize again for this disruption. But don't forget, you still could subscribe to my YouTube channel, so we did have a fun time while it lasted. But once this nastiness happens, then it's time to go. So everybody have a great remainder of the week. I'll see you here on Saturday night right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. This is for Edmund. What Are You Doing New Year's Eve? Billy Ward and the Dominoes. So long, everybody.
Maybe it's much too early in the game. Oh, but I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Wonder whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock at night, welcoming in the new year, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of 1,000 invitations you receive. Well, just in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve.
question in advance. What are you doing?